Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a 2D action fight game. So first of all, I'm going to show you my assets. So I got these assets from which is called Sunnyland Artwork from Unity Asset Store. You can get these assets and follow me if you want, or you can get another 2D assets from the Unity Asset Store, which is free or not. It doesn't matter. It depends on you. So first of all, there's nothing. As you see, it's empty scene. So that means we need to create environment first. So let's go to the 2D object and let's create tile map rectangular. So this is our tile map, as you can see in the inspector. By the way, tile palette, probably you won't see this. So how to add this? So you go to the window and after you go to 2D and tile palettes. When you click on that, this window appears. So we need tile palette to draw a 2D environment in our scene. So let's create a new palette and then let's call this, I don't know, environments, or we can call it battlegrounds because we'll mainly paint ground with that. So I'm going to assets and I'm going to create a new folder and I'm going to call tile map. Select folder. Okay. So we'll create our palette instead of the tile map, as you can see. So let's go to the Sunnyland artwork and let's go to the sprites. So actually environment, sorry, then tile set. So as you see, there's a tile set sliced. So I'm gonna click on that and drag in here. Let's go tile map and select folder. So it's so importing all the sprites instead of our tile palette. Okay, cool. It's done. So we can choose this first. We can start it our painting. So I'm gonna begin with this one. So it's gonna be our left corner on the ground. So let's start it. I want to finish our ground in here. Now let's go to the bottom of it. Yes, this is a perfect look. So we have the ground right now. Another thing I want to add to our tile map is a box collider. So I'm gonna explain why I'm adding box collider in the upcoming videos. But briefly, I can say it won't let player fall to the bottom. So we need to really add functionality to stop enemy from falling. We're not going to trigger that. I'm going to explain that too in the upcoming videos, but not in this video. For the background, I think we can just drag this in our scene like that. Let's choose this and let's the size make bigger. Okay, so let's change the background size like that. Now let's check in the gameplay. Okay, it looks good. Now let's put some trees on it. Items. actual environments, props, and here's a pine. We can put some trees here. Go to inspector. It looks good now, but the size is super small. Let's get this bigger. 3:3. All right, it looks good now. Let's duplicate trees with Control D. It puts all over the place. There are other props we can use for design. For example, this plant house looks very good. I'm gonna add here, and I'm gonna increase the size, for example, 4:4. And also, as you see, orders. So, like this house, it looks like in front of this ground, so we can change that by go to tile map. And here's order layer. We can just put one. And right now, as you see, home is actually at the background of the house, which is like this. Like with this way, it's better. So when the also player will get across the house, it will look nice. I'm gonna duplicate that and put one more here, or maybe another house, such as tree house. Okay, perfect. So now we have player. So I'm gonna get this part of the player. Let's call this player. It's so small, so I'm gonna increase the size 3:3. It's still small. Okay, 5 looks nice for this fox. So the next step is what I'm gonna do, add some controls to our player. So to do that, let's create first a folder and then call script. In this folder, we're gonna only put scripts. So let's get inside of it and create C# script. I'm gonna call player. So the first thing first, let's get horizontal input. So our game is a 2D and we want them to focus to move in a horizontal line. So therefore, I'm gonna just get the first value. I'm gonna make floats horizontal inputs. I'm gonna call this. Okay, inputs, get axis, horizontal. And let's create variable for our player. So let's call the speed. Okay, so I want to my speed variable. But I want to control my speed variable inside of Unity, but I don't want to be a public. That's why I'm using serialized field. Another variable we need to control our player is a rigid body. But I don't need to use rigid body as a serialized field because we can get this component from the script easily. So let's save that and let's hit back to Unity. Then we should add our player script inside of our player object by just dragging it. And so as you can see, here's it, our player variable. We can control here, we can type it, and etc. I will leave it 0 for now. Let's add rigid body 2D. So it's simulated. So make sure this simulated checkbox is checked. And then okay, then let's go back to our script. And the next thing I will do is just to create another variable. It's going to be float again. I'm just going to call movement x, and it will be equal to horizontal input multiply speed. So, and also don't forget to add time.delta time. Then we're going to use rigid body to apply this variable to our movement. So I'm going to write just rb dot velocity, and I'm going to use rb velocity, movement x for our x-axis, and for y-axis I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to write rb dot velocity dot y. But there's a one error pops up. Okay, I know why. I forgot, but instead of this rb velocity, it must be actually equal to vector 3, actual vector 2, because it's a 2D project, as I said before. And then for the y, I'm gonna just write rb.velocity.y, so it will be the same. I don't want to change that by changing horizontal input. So rb velocity is equal to movement x. So by WSASD and with arrow keys, we can now use our enemy, control our enemy to left and right. So let's play our game. But the one more thing I forgot to do in here is change our variable speed. So it's 0, so probably it's not gonna move. So the thing we should do is just declare this 4 maybe. I'm gonna put speed 4. So as you see, a player is just falls down. That's why we're gonna add box colliders for our player. And then now it won't fall, and let's position our box collider for our player size and make sure it's not triggered. If it's triggered, it's gonna still fall down. So I'm not triggered, so I'm just playing again. Now we shouldn't have any issues in the game. So as you see, it's moving very slowly, like it's very heavy. So let's go back to Unity, and I'm gonna increase that 100. Now, as you see, it's moving, but still it's very low. So I'm gonna just type it here 200, and it should be now fast enough and very smooth enough to move our player. Yes, cool. And also, as you see, our player is behind a tree. We don't want to see that. We don't want to player actually experience that. So what I'm gonna do is just basically go to the ordinary layer and put 2 in here, and our player will be in front of the trees and the houses from now, as you can see. Thanks for watching video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the like button.